All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harchakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you, men and women out there who have changed your life towards righteousness for you and your family, that you may earn your salvation in these last days. In the spirit of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Shalom unto you. I'm your brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church, and just want to go into wisdom a little bit. Basically, how it's like a beautiful woman. You know, as we've heard the apostles state over years, numerous times that we have to be in love with this wisdom and spend time with this wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai, as if we would want, like we're completely enraptured inside a woman. Okay, matter of fact, let me look up that word. Bear with me one sec. Okay, here's the definition: enrapture. Give intense pleasure or joy to. Okay, delight, to give great pleasure to. Hey, you have to take pleasure in this thing, man. This is a woman that you can get into spiritually, mentally. Okay, not just the physical nature of a fleshly woman, but this woman has to be at the foremost of your thoughts. Okay. Lots of scriptures on wisdom. The scriptures are wisdom. In general, the laws are wisdom. But I just want to kind of tap into it, how you have to, it's compared to a beautiful woman in the scriptures, and we have to treat her as such, as a precious woman, not only because of the beautiful nature of wisdom, but of the care that she puts into it. Okay, that wisdom will benefit you with. Okay, this is the true meaning of having a woman, of having wisdom. Okay, so and really, when you go into it now, which I'm not going to go that deep into it, but I'll just phrase it in this sense and then get into the lesson. This is how a woman should be to a man. The physical counterpart of Eve should be as wisdom unto you. Okay, it should be connected to a benefit to you. Okay, it's supposed to help you and benefit you. So anyway, that's what I was going to mention. Proverbs 31. Okay, those are synonymous. Back and forth. Who can find a virtuous woman? Starting around the 10th verse all the way to the end. Those are synonymous, going back and forth from a physical woman to wisdom. All right. So anyway, let me go back. I digress. Brings us back here. So, Sophia, or wisdom. This is actually in the Greek. It says Sophia, Koine, Greek. Sophia is wisdom. Is a central idea in Hellenistic philosophy and religion. Now, Hellenistic goes back to the time of the Greeks. Okay, and they even created a god. What was her name? It's probably right here somewhere. I had, and then another something I was looking at. Athena, I believe it was the goddess of wisdom. That's not our belief. That's a false deity, but just showing you how important it was, and how even with that, it was still considered a feminine spirit, so to speak. Okay. Anyway, it says Platonism, Gnosticism, and Christian theology. Originally, you can look up those. I'm not going to go into those. Carrying a meaning of cleverness, skill. Okay. The later meaning of the term closely to the meaning of phronesis, wisdom, intelligence, was significantly shaped by the term philosophy, which means love of wisdom. We've heard these terms before, okay, as used by Plato. And if you haven't heard them, look into them. The apostles have spoken about them. Apostles of Great Millstone have spoken about them, gone into them from time to time. The Greeks actually went as far as to erect, carvings and statues and so on and so forth of it. All right. I'll read this and then I'll get down into it. It says, in the Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church, the feminine personification of divine wisdom as holy wisdom can refer either to Yahushua Mashiach, the Word of the Most High, okay, as in the dedication of the Church of Hagia Wisdom in Constantinople, or to the Holy Spirit, which we don't do all that other. It's the Holy Spirit, okay, that will guide you through wisdom and show you how to use it. Okay, that's why we got to stay into this thing as much as possible, spend as much time with wisdom as we possibly can. All right, so let's go into some precepts. Matter of fact, let me go to a different definition. Okay, wisdom. All right, this is just in the Oxford Languages, in the dictionary. Just Googled it, is all I did. It says the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. Okay, sageness and all of that. Intelligence, understanding, perceptiveness, discernment. These are words that we see. Common sense, good sense, astuteness, acumen, smartness, judiciousness, judgment. Okay, having a sound judgment. Okay, and the scriptures will give you all of this. Opposite folly and stupidity. The soundness of an action and decision with regard to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment. In sentence, quote, some question the wisdom of building the dam so close to an active volcano. Okay, the body of knowledge and principles that develops within a specified society or period. Certain type of wisdom of a certain realm, like he was a wise in mathematics or whatever. He's wise in the outdoors, type of thing. Okay. Yep. So now let's hit some precepts to correlate the femininity, if you will. I hate to use it in that sense, but how it's like a beautiful woman. Matter of fact, I start here with Sirach 25. Oh, how comely is the wisdom of old men, and understanding and counsel of men of honor. Okay, talk about comely. Now, comely is a good word to go into. Let me hit that word right quick. I heard a comely definition. It says, pleasant to look at, attractive. Okay, it's a wisdom is an attractive thing. Okay, it's something that just it's like magnetizing. Man, you should want to gravitate to it. It's funny how lots of people don't seek wisdom like that, But we that do are philosophers, lovers of wisdom. Yeah, we're super attracted to wisdom. They call them sapiophiles, right? And it's funny because that sapio, and I believe that goes into Sophia. But anyway, it says, typically used of a woman, comely, right? Showing you that this ties you right into to wisdom and femininity, or the woman aspects of wisdom. Let me go to some more precepts. 25 verse 6. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High is their glory. Okay. One of my favorite precepts. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do a lot of reading. And it shouldn't need a whole lot of breakdown. It's just showing you these aspects of wisdom. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 9. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy, and they that separately. Okay, holy means separate. It says, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. Okay, you'll have answer to things with wisdom. It says, wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them. See how desire goes with wisdom? As you would desire a woman, you desire wisdom. Okay, and the words of the Heavenly Father are that wisdom. Okay, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her. Okay, and found of such as seek her. It's funny because a lot of men will be seeking the perfect woman for them. I'm looking around seeking the perfect woman. The truth of the matter is, the perfect woman for us is wisdom. Okay? Through wisdom, I found a physical vessel. You see? Through wisdom, knowing that through experience, I'll say this. I've had friends, and even myself can attest to this, that there are certain women that you'll come across, and just because of their physical beauty, you'll be like, oh, this is the one, looking strictly at physical beauty, but haven't really thought why this relationship doesn't last long, because it's not the wisdom, the deeper mental, spiritual aspects of it, like this wisdom is. This wisdom will take care of you in every way, and the scriptures will show that. Okay, that's why those physical beauty doesn't work, but the scriptures say it actually in Sirach 25th chapter. It says, I'm trying to think of quoted exactly. It says, marvel not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Okay, that's not dealing wisely. You get those things, but that's not what you're desiring of a woman, and marveling at. Marvel at, not marvel, but be into the spirit, in the obedience and knowledge of a woman. How she can aid you in keeping you close to Yahweh Bashim Yashai. And that is wisdom. Reading on anyway. It says, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. She preventeth them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them. Okay, whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. Because wisdom is actually looking for you, who's worthy of her. It's actually about to say it. Yeah, it's right here. 15, to think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. And a lot of men take that in a carnal sense, and they checking after women, pulling up on their house, seeing what they into, rolling through their DMs and their messages. Hey man, wisdom is what you should be going that deep with, man. The women on this side is not what you get yourself deep into. You get yourself deep into this wisdom, okay? And I'll quote a brother, if he was to check the video, he'd know who I'm speaking of. There's nothing deep about a woman, quote. Okay, it's nothing deep about a woman. It's not hard to understand their motivations and what they're really about. But wisdom, this is a different type of woman, man. You will be fulfilled, satisfied dealing with this woman, especially when you see the benefits of wisdom coming into your life and playing things out, and you're getting out of great, serious situations. Reading on, it says, whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. Hey, wisdom is a dime piece, if you will. Okay, wisdom is that top percentage of a woman. Okay, and it's funny because the actual woman wasn't imparted with wisdom and understanding. So that's funny that you're seeking for that level, but you're not going to find it in a physical woman. You find it in this wisdom. Okay? And then where is the wisdom? In this word. It says, whoso watch for her shall be quickly without care, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showing herself favorably unto them in every way, in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. Okay? That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's the devotion that we're looking for. All right. So I'll continue. For the very true beginning of wisdom, Sophia, is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. Standing obedient and in line, right? And love is the keeping of her laws, and giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. All right. I mean, this, I got to go through all of this. Verse 7, is Wisdom of Solomon 7:7. It says, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little as sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her." Okay? "I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light. For the light that cometh from her never goeth out." Okay? You see that? Yeah, a natural woman will fall out of favor with you. She'll get old, her looks go away, but wisdom never do that. She'll stop. She'll talk back. Wisdom don't talk back like that. Don't bring reproach to you like that. It's there obedient with you. Just as long as you're gonna look towards wisdom, it'll give it right back to you. Okay. It says all good things came together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. Okay. "And I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goeth before them. And I knew not that she was the mother of them." This is Solomon when he desired wisdom over riches from the Most High and long life. What he said, instead, I would rather how could I judge a people such as this, right? And so he desired to have wisdom, and this is kind of how what he jotted down about it. I'll say it in that way. Okay. And that's why he was given both wisdom and innumerable riches. All right. It says, and I verse, yep. "And I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. I learned diligently, and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches." And when you do that, when you share wisdom, people will begin to gravitate to you. Okay, people will just gravitate to you, and ask you questions. And the more wisdom you have, and the more you are willing to share that wisdom, that's when the more people will come around. Okay. "For she is the treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become friends of the Most High." Okay. "Being commended for the gifts that come from learning." Okay. The gifts that come from learning. All right. "Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Hey, that wisdom will benefit you. Okay. As a gift that comes from learning. It says you don't just learn, it's not like the things that you say in school, like, "What am I learning this for? I'm never going to use it." Well, wisdom, you're always going to use wisdom. If you learn things of wisdom, these things are applicable in your daily life. All right. Let's see. Yep, I'll keep reading. It says, "The Most High have granted me to speak as I would, and to receive as is meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth into wisdom, and directeth the wise." Right? "For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship." Okay? That's why some people just seem to just understand and I just know how to do this. I've never done this before. I just got it. That's the Most High working through you. Okay? It says, "For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun." These are really studies of in the world, sciences, if you will. Where science means to know. Okay. It says, "In the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of stars," astrology, look at that, "the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants and the virtues of roots, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know through wisdom. Okay? For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, don't play games, man. Wisdom is not playing all these games. All right? It's not like, oh, well, I don't know. It's just you got to adapt to wisdom. Matter of fact, real quick, let me see. Is it the 4th chapter? Or is it the other book? Is it 15? Bear with me. All right, I'm gonna hit these precepts. I was looking for something else, but so I'll quote it. It says, "First she will try thee by crooked way." Bear with. Let me get it. Then I'll hit these because these popped up and I didn't even have them. Yeah, so I was right there. I did cut across it. Sirach 4. I start verse 11. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold on them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life. Okay? And they that seek her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Lord Yahweh will bless. See it? They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her the Lord do love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he be of the elect, man. And he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, unto wisdom, basically you got to join in this. That's why this is a marriage. Okay? That's why this thing is a marriage. Okay? The first place that you have to commit yourself is unto wisdom. And that's how you become married through Yahweh Shai unto Yahweh. Okay? With his wisdom and his blessings, right? It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him. Yeah, till you get yourself on point of understanding that wisdom is where it's at, and then to see if you're going to roll with wisdom every time. It's going to seem like an unstable situation, but wisdom will be right there for you, and if you stick with it, it's going to see you through, right? And torment him with her discipline. Okay, we hit discipline in the 6th chapter of Wisdom of Solomon, until she may trust his soul, knowing that you're going to choose wisdom every time, okay, and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own ruin. Okay? You see that? That's why this is important, that you stick with wisdom. All right? And I had a bunch of... Let me go to this one real quick, because I was looking for that, and this is what happened. Man, I'm not even going to do it to myself. Sirach 15. He that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that have knowledge of the law shall obtain her. As a mother shall she meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. Okay, this is the woman that you should be connecting with. And the Spirit actually brought me to these precepts. Okay, these were not, I didn't even bookmark or jot these down, man. The Spirit, okay, brought me to this, showing you the effects of wisdom. With the bread of understanding, she shall feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. Okay, with the bread of understanding, shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. He shall, as a woman would do. These are qualities that you would expect out of a woman. Okay? But this is actually wisdom that's giving it to you. Okay? It's actually wisdom that's giving it to you, right? He shall be stayed upon he shall be stayed upon her, and shall not be moved, and shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded. She shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth. Okay? He shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit the everlasting name. But foolish men shall not obtain unto her, and sinners shall not see her. For she is far from pride, and men that are liars cannot remember her. Ooh, right? Praise is not seemly in the mouth of sinners. Okay, that was the yeah. I don't know. Let me go. It says, "For its praise is not seemly in the mouth of a sinner, for it was not sent him of the Lord." Praise didn't, pride didn't sin that way. It says, "For praise shall be uttered in wisdom, and the Lord will prosper it." All right. That's that point. Let me go back. Back in Wisdom of Solomon 7:21, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit holy, one only, manifold, okay, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure, I said it again, pure, and most subtle spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any motion, right? She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High. Okay? So we were given wisdom when we got that breath of life back in the garden. Okay? Gave us wisdom of how to live in the earth. Okay? The Adamites, particularly the sect of the sons of the Most High, okay, the sons of God, all right, was given that. It says, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. I'll read that again. A pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore, therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. See that? Beautiful. All right. It says, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High. Okay, and the image of his goodness. Okay. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entereth into holy souls. She maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets. Okay. For the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, for she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of stars, being compared with the light, she is found before it. For after this cometh night, but vice shall not prevail against wisdom. Okay? Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly do she order all things. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse. See how they're correlating the two? And I was a lover of her beauty. Okay? In that she is conversant with the Most High. She magnifieth her nobility. Yea, the Lord of all things himself loved her. Spoke it into existence by his wisdom. Okay? For she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of the Most High, and a lover of his works. All right? If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom? that worketh all things. And if prudence work, who of all that are is more cunning workman than she? And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. For she teacheth temperance, okay, and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and that's why Yahweh Shai was using wisdom when he could see the underlying tones of what people's motivations were when they spoke to tempt him in certain ways. Okay, and read and throw a parable out that'll go over their head, but it did answer their questions or pinpointed a situation that they didn't even realize that they were caught into, that he was able to decipher. You see, the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. Wisdom allows you to go into these deeper breakdowns. Okay, the wisdom that comes from learning, the gifts that come from learning. Excuse me. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. All right. Therefore, I purposed to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things and a comfort in cares and grief. Okay? Prime example. A lot of people are grieved by the idea of dying, okay, whether it's themselves or a family member. But when you understand through wisdom, as I like to call it, the process of death, okay, so to speak, then you no longer, you're comforted by it, knowing that, it says that the flesh goes to the earth, but the spirit go back to the Father who made it. Okay, and then he give you breath and life where you shall live again. Okay, he sends you back, he reincarnates you, puts you in another flesh, and brings you back to the earth to live out your judgment. Okay, that's how the Most High works. Knowing that, just as an example, knowing that type of wisdom, you no longer have the same fear of death, of dying. Okay, and what happens after you die? It gave us the answer, and wisdom was able to expound upon you to understand that. Okay, verse 10: For her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders, though I be young. I shall be found of a quick conceit in judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. Okay, now it's going into that. Okay, I won't go too much further into that. A few more precepts to hit. Bear with me. All right, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Verse 15. Matter of fact, I'll read down. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof of fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Okay. 17, I'll just keep reading. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Okay. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding he established the heavens. Okay. So I'll close with this. Start at the top. Verse 5 is a good place. It says, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Because the words of the mouth of Yahweh Shem Shar are wisdom. Okay. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Okay. Um, Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all thy getting, get understanding. Okay, you can learn wise things, but you need to be able to have the understanding of them as well, like why and how and when to use them. Okay, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, and crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. All right, and that's what this is about, man. All right, this wisdom will give you a better life, more esteem, more what's the word I'm looking for? Um, More favor. Okay, there's other things, more fame. I hate to even use that word, but that's what happens. Okay, you become known as someone wise, and once they get over, especially in this society, get over playing with the idea of someone knowing something, because to be a fool in this society is okay. People, scriptures say, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Yeah, the folly is what's exalted in here. That's why you got movies and shows like Jackass and dumb stuff like that, where everybody's laughing and clowning. But wisdom will put you in a proper perspective in all moments. Okay, and there's so many more scriptures pertaining to wisdom. I tried to hit a few of them pertaining to wisdom as a woman, Sophia. Matter of fact, let me get this in the blue letter before I close. Okay, so I just pulled this one in the blue letter from the New Testament in the Greek text, tying us back into Sophia wisdom, right? It's Acts chapter 6, verse 10. And they were not able to resist the wisdom and the spirit by which he spake. All right, you can read into that scripture all you like. Sophia, G4678. Let's click onto it. Feminine noun, okay. Sophia, okay. It says wisdom, broad and full of intelligence, or broad, it's up to you, and full of intelligence, used of the knowledge of very diverse matters, okay. And we read a lot, especially in that Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, in 7th and 8th, actually, talking about the diversity of wisdom. It says, the wisdom which belongeth to men, specifically the very knowledge of things human and divine, acquired by acuteness and experience, and summed up in maxims and proverbs, right? The science and learning, the act of interpreting dreams and always giving the sagest advice, the intelligence evinced in discovering the meaning of some mysterious number or vision, right? And that's mysterious number is that mark of the beast, MOTB, or vision, breaking down these dreams and visions, okay, these prophecies. Skill in the management of affairs, okay, being able to see through things and handle certain things. As they would say in the 90s, Phil Jackson was wise to be able to handle the different personalities and egos of those championship Bulls teams, and even the whole Kobe and Shaq of the early 2000s. Okay, as an example, to be able to skill in the management of affairs, certain situations. Anyway, it says devout and proper prudence in intercourse with men not disciples of Yahushua, skill and discretion in imparting Christian truth. Skill and discretion, man, that's huge. That brings me to Proverbs, the 1st chapter. Okay, discretion is an act of wisdom. You gotta know when not to say something. Okay, also that's the part of wisdom, knowing when not to speak. The knowledge and practice of the requisites for godly and upright living. Supreme intelligence such as belongs to the Most High. to Yahushai, or the anointed. The wisdom of the Most High as evinced in forming and executing counsels in the formation and government of the world and the scriptures. Wow, great breakdown. Wisdom, higher or lower, worldly or spiritual. The word is Sophia. Okay. Anything else full of intelligence? Anything else that just may stick out? And there's plenty of scriptures that go into this. Okay. Plenty of precepts to go deeper into this word. Okay. And I tried to use the ones that were particularly connected to women, showing you that we basically have to treat this wisdom as a beautiful woman. Okay, we have to be attracted to her. We have to desire her. Okay. All right. Knowing that we're gonna need this wisdom. Matter of fact, I'll end with that. Bear with me. Classic precept, Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Okay, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. We're going to need Sophia, wisdom, and knowledge, and fear of the Most High, okay, to keep us stable in what we're coming into. But this wisdom will be able to guide you through it, because the Most High Spirit will be guiding, will use wisdom to guide you through, man. Okay, so this woman of wisdom, man, is who we should be desiring. She's going to be the greatest help, meet, and benefit to us we've ever seen, man. Okay, and that's directly from the source of the Most High, giving that unto his elect, man. So, or when we are of the elect, and that we make it all the way through, you know. So with that, I'm gonna close out, giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, who guide us and lead us with wisdom through this truth and their experiences. Greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you men and women out there who are fighting for your salvation, man, and fighting for this wisdom that you may get salvation these last days, man. Shalom unto you. To the next one.